Today, we dive into one of the most powerful and emotional stories in the entire Bible, the story of the Shunammite woman. A woman whose generosity opened the door to miracles, whose faith faced the darkness of loss, and whose determination moved heaven itself. Stay with me for the full journey. This is the story of the Shunammite woman.
In the peaceful village of Shunem lived a wealthy, respected woman. Her name is not given, but her story is unforgettable. Each time the prophet Elisha passed through the region, she noticed him. Something in her spirit recognized that he was a holy man of God. Shunammite woman, please come in and eat with us. Elisha accepted, and this became a habit. Every time he came to Shunem, her home became his resting place. But her kindness didn't stop there.
One day, she turned to her husband, Shunammite woman. I know this man is a holy prophet. Let's build a small room for him, a bed, a table, a chair, and a lamp. Narrator, think about that. She didn't just help. She honored the presence of God in her home. A simple room, but built with a big heart. Elisha was deeply moved.
Elisha called his servant Gehazi. She has gone through so much trouble for us. What can be done for her? Gehazi observed her closely. She has no son, and her husband is old. Elisha called the woman. About this time next year, you will hold a son in your arms. The Shunammite woman, No, my lord, please do not lie to your servant. Not disbelief, but the fear of hoping again, the fear of heartbreak. Yet God had spoken. And a year later, the impossible happened. She held a son, her miracle.
The boy grew. He laughed, played, and filled the house with joy. But one day he ran to his father in the fields. My head, my head! They carried him to his mother. He sat on her lap until noon. And then, silence. The miracle she waited years for was gone.
Most mothers would collapse, but the Shunammite woman did something extraordinary. She walked to the prophet's room, the room she built, and laid the boy on Elisha's bed. Then she shut the door. Shunammite woman.
Saddle the donkey. Do not slow down unless I tell you.
Narrator. Her husband asked why she was going. Shunammite woman.
It is well.
3 words full of spiritual courage. She refused to confess death over her son.
She traveled miles with urgency burning in her heart. Elisha saw her from far away. Elisha said, Run to her, Gehazi, and ask, Is it well with your husband? Is it well with the child? But she refused to speak to Gehazi. She came straight to Elisha, fell at his feet, and cried, Did I ask for a son? Did I not say, Do not deceive me? Her pain cut deep, but so did her faith.
Elisha hurried to her house. He entered the room, shut the door, and prayed. Then he lay upon the child, mouth to mouth, eyes to eyes, hands to hands. The boy's flesh began to warm. Elisha paced the room, then repeated the act. Suddenly, the child sneezed 7 times and opened his eyes. Elisha called the mother. Take your son. She fell at his feet, not worshiping the prophet, but thanking the God who restored what she thought was lost forever.
The Shunammite woman teaches us 3 powerful lessons. 1. Generosity opens doors to miracles. She didn't seek rewards. She simply honored God, and God honored her. 2. Faith speaks life even in the face of death. When asked how things were, she said, "It is well." Not because everything was fine, but because she trusted God's outcome. 3. Refused to give up on what God gave you. She didn't prepare for a funeral. She went looking for a resurrection. The Shunammite woman teaches us 3 powerful lessons. 1. Generosity opens doors to miracles. She didn't seek rewards. She simply honored God, and God honored her. 2. Faith speaks life even in the face of death. When asked how things were, she said, "It is well." Not because everything was fine, but because she trusted God's outcome. 3. Refused to give up on what God gave you. She didn't prepare for a funeral. She went looking for a resurrection.